Late Prince Abubakar Audu, the legacy of visionary leadership. Born on October 27, 1947, into the royal family of His Royal Highness, the late Pa Audu Oyidi Orego Ata of Igala land, Prince Abubakar Audu rose from his noble roots to become a trailblazer in both banking and political spheres. His journey through life was marked by an unwavering commitment to excellence, which would culminate in his historic role as the first and second executive governor of Kogi State. His story as a political leader remains one of vision, courage, dedication, and unparalleled service to the people of Kogi State. On January 2, 1992, a diverse crowd gathered at the Lokoja Mini Stadium for the inauguration of Kogi State's first elected governor. Their faces reflected hope and anxiety for a region that had endured decades of administrative neglect. Prince Abubakar Audu inherited not just a new state, but a monumental challenge, building governance structures from virtually nothing. Civil servants worked from makeshift offices under trees. There was no proper assembly chamber, and basic infrastructure was non-existent. The subsequent developments marked a significant shift, implementing time-oriented governance. Unlike others who spoke of goals in terms of years, Audu set targets measured in months. He announced plans for 150 residential housing units and 28 prototype offices to be completed by the end of the first quarter. The Ganaja-Ajaokuta Road, designed to connect Lokoja to Africa's largest industrial complex, was not simply proposed, but scheduled for construction with clear, measurable milestones. It was governance by stopwatch. In just 18 months, he transformed promises into concrete achievements. 800 housing units constructed, 350 kilometers of roads rebuilt, 450 million naira invested in infrastructure. Villages that had never seen electric light suddenly found themselves connected to the grid. The Return and Transformation, 1999 to 2003. When democracy returned to Nigeria in 1999, the people of Kogi State had one clear choice. They wanted their founding father back. The next 4 years would witness an even more comprehensive transformation. Building on the foundation he had laid, Audu expanded his vision of making Kogi a mini United States, a confederation-style development where every community contributed its unique strengths. His systematic approach tackled poverty eradication through inclusive development. Beyond roads and electricity, he revolutionized healthcare by pioneering Nigeria's first state-built diagnostic hospital, setting new standards for public health.
The topography, the environment is totally underdeveloped, and I was out to take my people out of the squalor, out of that quagmire. The first thing I made available is education.
In education, he didn't just build neglected schools. He established the state's first university, ensuring that Kogi's children could compete globally.
In 1999, when I was voted in again, I made sure that the first problem had been solved. That's the Polytechnic. I built the university. I could remember when I conceived the idea of building a university, I also conceived the idea of building Obajana Cement. I also conceived the idea of building a 5-star hotel, because it is very expensive to advertise one's poverty. Nigerians have no business to cohabit with poverty. But what is basically wrong with us is self-aggrandizement and mismanagement of limited resources available.
His masterpiece of securing the Obajana Cement project, transforming Kogi into Nigeria's first state to successfully initiate an industrial venture of such magnitude. The Wilderness and Pain, 2003 to 2015. After leaving office in 2003, Audu watched with visible pain as his life's work deteriorated. The man who had compressed decades of development into months of focused action could not bear to see his achievements crumble. Multiple attempts to return to office were driven not by personal ambition, but by a builder's desperate need to complete his work. His governance philosophy had proven that even the youngest states could lead by example when guided by clear purpose and unwavering commitment to human dignity.
You see, politics, the way we understand it in a developing country is different. We can come from the same kindred, the same affinity, but have different ideology. That does not make us enemies. You are my twin brother, you decide to go to APC, and I decide to go to PDP. That does not make us enemies. Question of personal choice. And at the end of the day, whoever succeeds, we assist the other one that is not too successful. That's what the spread is all about.
The final campaign and triumph. At 68, Audu embarked on his most passionate campaign. His rescue agenda was the plea of a man who had built a state from nothing and could not leave his life's work incomplete.
Teachers, I sympathize with you. Some teachers, 2 years, no salaries. By the special grace of God, when we come into power and our government is inaugurated on the 27th of January 2016, all the teacher salary will be cleared.
On election day, the results spoke clearly. The people remembered the governor who treated promised timelines as sacred commitments, who turned administrative neglect into unprecedented opportunity.
Posterity will exonerate me. And this is why I decide that I will not give up until when God says, yes, it's over. But for somebody to tell me it's over, when I'm still alive, hale and heavy, and I feel that he has no right to dictate my destiny, only God. I assure you, by the special grace of God, if I win the election on 21st of November, and sworn in on 27 January 2016, By this time next year, if you come to Kogi, you will not recognize the terrain again.
Even as medical complications set in, his quiet confidence never wavered. "I know I have won," he declared, seeing his victory on the horizon. Those would be among his final words on November 22, 2015, just as victory was within reach. Fate intervened. Prince Abubakar Audu had won his final election but would never leave to serve.
That we lost our friend, our brother, Prince Abubakar Audu.
My colleague and a brother has lived his footprint in the sands of time in Kogi.
A lover of his people, a committed Democrat, and a very generous human being.
Today, 10 years later, we remember the founding father who proved that visionary leadership, working in partnership with determined communities, can transform the impossible into reality. His legacy lives on, not just in infrastructure, but in the revolutionary spirit that refused to accept limitation as destiny.